Boy, I bet Josh is thrilled that we got so much snow. Welcome back to the Skill Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's week 3 of the monthly Mayhem Challenge Hang Time Edition, and this week I did promise that I was going to use the parasail. Well, guess what? Mother Nature said, no, you're not using that parasail this week. You're gonna have to do some very hasty testing on the weekend. You're not gonna have any fun this week at all. I want you to shovel snow endlessly. Yes, we got pummeled, and I've been shoveling pretty much non-stop since the day before, so there is not going to be a lot of advanced parasail testing this week. There's just nowhere to do it. I actually went out and I bought a runner. I bought 20 feet of carpet with the intention of laying that down, but I just couldn't find a good spot to do it. There's snow everywhere, and it's up to my knees. It's ridiculous. It's hard enough to get to work, let alone trying to run a little RC car around and have it jump into the air. All of that excuse making aside, I did get outside and I did do some testing, so there is something to see and there is progress, so.
It's just a number. I'm going way past 16. I'll tell you that for free.
Some things I've learned so far about this monthly Mayhem Challenge Hang Time Edition. Wings are useless. And it doesn't matter if you've got 1 or 2. The rules that Josh and I laid out, it's hard to get any real tangible surface area to actually create any usable lift. These trucks are heavy, and I think you guys keep forgetting that when you post your suggestions and your feedback in the comments. There's some great stuff happening around aerodynamics and the theories of lift and how it all works, but none of them apply when the truck weighs nearly 7 pounds. Anyway, I did, for one last ditch effort, put together a biplane setup, and I don't have it on the bench anymore because it's in the garbage. Actually, I can show you what's left of it. Hold on. You recognize these, of course. These are the original wings, and they were actually, they held up pretty well. I did manage to glue them back together for one more test. And then here's another wing. I actually did a pretty decent job, I thought, of engineering some mounts for this wing, which I can show you those as well. On the body, you can see these guys here. I used an elastic to kind of hold the wing in place, and then there was some tape on the top there to kind of friction fit it into place. And I printed these out. I thought I was being really smart, and they actually worked really well, and it was quite rigid and held everything together quite nicely. So I have to say my engineering skills are getting better. That said, let's cut outside so you can see some of this testing right now. All right, so we're in a different location today. We're right on the water. Beautiful today. Just a balmy -5 Celsius. Found a nice dry stretch of pavement. Got my ramp already set up. And we're flying into the wind, which could help gain some lift. We're also trying a new thing with the plane. I mean car. It is a biplane. We're gonna see if that works any better today. I think it will. Let's see. Okay, so there might have been some damage. It seemed like the EDF's actually generating too much forward momentum and spinning it around. So we're gonna have to maybe give that some more thought. That ramp, boy, that ramp gives it some lift. Holy cow. Anyway, let's go back to the studio. So after that dramatic yet fruitless experiment, I've decided to go back to basics. This is my plan D, I guess. And what I've decided to do is lose the idea of wings entirely. I've created some good, strong mounting positions for my parasail, and we're going to give that a go as soon as the weather cooperates a little bit more. Obviously, that old body, the original body, is trashed, so I spent some time detailing up the clear Lexan body that Associated provided as part of their spare parts catalog, giving the car a bit of a new look. This is a more camouflage, fighter plane inspired look, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. I just used some PS paints that I had lying around and sprayed them over on the outside to give it a sort of dull coat kind of look. I've added a bunch of stickers and some googly eyes. Googly eyes, I don't know how many horsepower they add, but it's gotta be a lot. Not only did I go with a whole new body just for looks, but also the original body was so hacked up from me trying to add those wings that I know I was losing a lot of possible parachuting effect that is going to be gained by a whole new body. Ultimately, I'm sticking with the ducted fan unit. You can see the foam is still in place. Did that work? I don't know. I think it did. I think it helped move the air in the proper direction. So the next step is some parasail testing. This week, we're definitely going to use that snow to our advantage, and we're going to make sure we get some actual hang time, I think. Fly like an eagle. At least we're making some progress, right? It's not like we're going backwards here. We're just trying to rethink the whole thing and come up with a better solution that requires less moving parts. I think the less I add to the DB10, the better off I'm going to be in the long run. I think simple is probably the best approach. At least that's the hope. So do you think a parasail is a good idea? Post your comments down below. I like your feedback very much, and I always appreciate it. And answer every single one of them, no matter how daunting that task may seem. Got a lot of spare time, I guess. Be sure to tune in on Friday for the vlog update, where I will be doing some parasail testing, provided the weather cooperates. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon.